can't say, hey, Remy, this is how you love yourself. You got to check A, check B, check C. No, he's going to learn because he sees me loving myself, right? Washing my face, how I treat myself, taking downtime. Like all these things are going to add up. Do I say, hey, buddy, that's an example of self love? No. But I think we understand these things, right? Working ourselves to death, or hey, I never worked out because I didn't have extra time for me and I'm giving all my time for you. That's also not fair to put that kind of energy on other people because a lot of people do that. And again, that's why self love isn't sacrificing, love isn't sacrificing. Self love is really being selfish, but the right kind of selfish, the selfish that translates directly to positive impact for others.
I love I love your way of looking at it and how deep you can go. I mean, you've got a fantastic podcast where you really kind of let people talk and express themselves and push you, and you learn from it, and you seem to grow each episode as a person and like your understanding of it. How do you create a vision, an area for you to do this? Like how do you create a creative, not so much just having a studio to work in, because you need somewhere to recover, like the gym to physically build yourself. You've got your loving and supportive family. I'm sure you've got supportive friends. You've got the podcast to express your kind of questions and discuss it with other people. How would we build a creative system almost? Because I'm assuming you'll give it all in the studio and go home and be a father. You won't bring it home from. How do we find that? How do we create a space to create in, a space to recover in, a space to be loving, to make sure we're not, taken away from our relationships, taken away from our friendships? Did you find that a problem that any areas kind of bled into each other, or you lost stuff because you're focusing on another?
There's times where things have bled over and affected things, but currently, I mean, the minute we got pregnant, we started setting kind of rules. Be home at 6, don't really work on the weekends unless it's a project or where I'm traveling. And there's certain things that obviously go outside of the rules, but for the most part, 90% of the time, I don't bring anything home, and that's because I just have to turn it off.
Hmm.
At home, I do bare minimum. Like maybe there's one last phone call or a last email or something, but for the most part, I'm donezo. That's it. It's me and the kid and my wife, and we eat dinner and nighttime things. And once I put him to bed, we watch a show. I think, don't say I'm creating spaces. When we create these hard lines and rules, it gives us opportunity to break them, right? Like I said earlier, we don't keep our own word. But when you keep that for other people to hold you accountable, there's an opportunity there. And it took time, like basically 10 to 6 is studio hours. There are many days where it's 5 o'clock and I finally get into quote unquote the flow. And I'm like, oh, it's 5:45. I gotta go. But no, I'm in the zone. I gotta go. I just gotta go. And it is what it is. Um, and those days get hard because I'm like, oh, I just really want to sit here. Like I just finally got this itch to really paint or something. Or um, I'm also there's so much busy work like in the website and manufacturing and production with so many things that are going on. So you never know what's happening. But you just got to set that up for yourself. Set yourself up to win. The world is chaotic enough. If you have a couple little things that you can check throughout your day to win, you'll be fine. If you're trying to work out at 4 p.m.,